What's happening? What's happening? We trapping. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. My apologies for my lateness, you know what I'm saying? But life happens. You gotta forgive me. Yeah, I know it's summertime, and you know, my children out of school, so you know, things happen, man. Dad stuff, family stuff, so forgive me. But we in the building with it, man. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. It's an attack on our quarterback. It's supposed to be the Dak attack, but it's an attack on Dak. And I don't appreciate that. Bars, you understand? Shout out to Mr. Toxic Tom Downey, burner account, Mr. Desmond Iron Man in the building. You understand? It's Regina Green with the green in the building. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Shout out to Pizza El Fuego in the building. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. Bad Influence, Mr. Swain in the building. Swain and things, you understand? Shout out to everybody rocking. Shout out to Mr. Big Gibson with the $2 super. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, sir. Mr. Jameson Taylor. Shout out to everybody rocking. Mr. Ramon Silas in the building. David Sorrells, Big Tex Dallas in the building. We got a lot of people rocking, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a call. We in the building. Shout out to Miss Elder Lockhart and the Lockhart squad. You understand? Lost in Translation Podcast, King G, Joe Trenchina, the Facebook and YouTube, Share Goat. We in the building with it, man. Shout out to Rodney Butler. Shout out to T-Mo, Dorian Southern in the building, and Mr. Darren, Cowboys Posey, HTM Sports. We got the building rocking. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a call. And we gonna do a short intro, but you know, I still gotta make sure them haters hate, man. So we gotta make sure they on their job. It'll be short, it'll be brief, just briefly, you know what I'm saying? Work with me, let's get it.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face. Hey, I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Hey, ain't no looking back.
We in the building.
Came a long way.
Make sure them haters doing exactly what they supposed to do.
Just let them hate. Hey, that
a
what make them hate.
collective
That what make them hate. And we just get K and they just in the way. Hey, that what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey, cause we just get K and they just in the way. Landlord is showing how to ball, boy. You ain't even on the team, you just a ball boy. Real high, used to run knockout, but it's real now.
Ain't no ugly Monday no more.
Every joker real high. Nigga one day hating on it, probably wanna
no
kill it. When they got our own band, we hollin'
so I'm
the
happy.
deal now, yeah. Long live CEO, CIP the dollar. Nigga took my brother, that shit made me go harder. That shit turned me to a monster. Now I'm focused on the comma. Now I'ma run of them comma. The summer, run of them numbers, yeah. I know that they hate the way a ball, man. Rockin' all this ball, man. Street made on the chain. I can't see a thing, all this money in my face. Hey, I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Hey, ain't no looking back.
Thing on the Now you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching me through a phone, but I promise you, you are in the trap, sir.
Trap.
Make no mistake about it. Y'all already know it's an attack on Mr. Dak Prescott. It's an attack on my quarterback. And I don't appreciate that. It's supposed to be the Dak attack, but all you see is people hating from every which ways, left and right, every way, every direction you look. But I don't get it, man. I had to have my army fatigue. I had to have my soldier hat on today because we got to fight, man. We got to fight. I'm sick of this. I am absolutely sick of this. All my life I had to fight just because my quarterback is polarizing, just because he's the quarterback of America's team. I don't get it.
We are America's team, the most watched.
All you see is hate from every
Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
All you see is hate. That's what make them hate. When you know you are him out here in the street.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
They don't have no better reason but to hate. That's all they got to do in their life is hate. But first and foremost, we finna let y'all see who's shooting these shots at our quarterback. But, you know, it's breaking news, I believe. Oh, it's the Paris news, of course. You understand? Let's get it, man. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. These boys better leave my QB alone, man. Now, here go your boy you already knew who the usual suspect is, Mr. Shady. He got the perfect name, Shady McCoy, because he is shady. Wait a minute. Here we go.
Be more respectful. Don't mention Josh Allen's name with Dak Prescott.
Man, who this dude think that Josh Allen is? This dude think Josh Allen is him or something. What's going on? What's going on with this dude, man? Hold on, man. Shady. I don't know what Dak did to Shady, but he need to apologize to that man.
Don't mention Josh Allen's name with Dak Prescott. They got just don't ever do that. Don't ever do that again. He ain't been. Don't you ever do that again.
See, this is the prime example of foolishness and buffoonery being displayed for clicks and views. This is This is buffoonery being displayed for clicks and views. When they don't got too much to talk about, when they want to just put some bull, I almost cursed. They got, we need a little church music in here. Let me see if I can get the church in here, man, because it's a little scary today. It might be needing a little church in here. Because I almost lost my professionalism. I almost cursed everybody. I almost let them boys get the best of me. I can't let them do that. I'm sorry. I can't let them do that. I almost lost my religion out here, man. So y'all gotta forgive me, man. They almost got the best of me. Shout out to Mr. Duran on Cowboys Pose. I appreciate that, sir, with the $5 super, man. He says, nefarious news, LMAO. You ain't know about that, man? You ain't know about that? You ain't know about the nefarious news, man? That's been a staple of the channel for a minute now, you know what I'm saying? But let's get back into this character. I'm trying not to disrespect him.
We're about to have a Draymond Green incident right now.
Hold on, because you talking bad about that.
I'm not talking
Josh
about
Allen ain't been to a Super Bowl. Josh Allen done been kicked out of the playoffs plenty of times. Josh Allen turning the rock over like crazy last year.
We'll have somebody vote.
And then now you talking about he got to do everything.
What's the vote? He don't? What are you talking about? 32 teams
like Buffalo ain't got a team.
They do, bro. I just feel like the better teams, the Cowboys. Don't ever do that again, though, please.
What'd he do?
Don't ever say that.
And you saying
with
he
Josh
turning
Allen.
the ball over like that?
Man, this dude act like Josh Allen is Jesus himself. I just don't get it. Man. It's craziness out here. It is craziness out here. And they let these type of people on TV. That's what I don't understand. Like, this boy have the worst takes ever, and he just spew out all kind of foolishness. Now, I already knew this type of title right here was going to get my boy DeQuincy a little excited. We already knew that. Pause. We already knew he woke up and brushed his teeth and hated on Dak Prescott today. We already knew that. We knew that. But we ain't got time to be fooling with you right now. We'll get back to you, you know what I'm saying? It's time for you in the future, you know what I'm saying? But look at how they put all this foolishness out on this internet, on this tape, on this TV. I try my best to dodge this stuff. I don't even watch the mainstream media no more. But it still finds its way on my timeline, and I can't stand it, man. What's going on? What's going on, man? So they want to talk about Dak Prescott and Josh Allen. So we're going to take a look at some of these numbers. So they trying to make it seem like it's just far-fetched, like it is impossible to even compare these people. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't get that, but we're gonna take a look at it. We're going to take a look at some of this stuff. Okay, far as Josh Allen go, and from 2018 to 2022, he been in the league 2 less years than Dak. So we ain't even looking at all the numbers. Some of Dak numbers gonna be higher than his. But what stood out to me is the interceptions. Dak Prescott had 65 interceptions with 2 more years, and this man got 60. What's going on? What's going on? This man got 60 interceptions with 2 less years. Dak Prescott done played 20 more games than this young man, and he still only got 5 more interceptions. People fail to realize that Dak Prescott set a record with the most consecutive passes without an interception. But all of a sudden these days, Dak Prescott is Mr. Interception. I don't get it. I'm getting sick of this foolishness, man. Look at this. Hold on, where is it? In week 6 of 2016, Prescott with 176 attempts broke the record for most consecutive pass attempts without an interception to start his career, a record previously held by Tom Brady with 162 in 2021. This is also a record for consecutive attempts without an interception by a rookie, having broken the record set by Carson Wentz at 134 earlier in 2016. Wentz and Prescott had been exchanging the rookie record after having broken the Chad Hutchinson record of 95 set in 2002. So it's strange that Dak Prescott had 176 attempts without interceptions and beat Tom Brady record, but all of a sudden he is the poster child for interceptions. I don't understand it. Trap. And this the type of foolishness that we entertain. Like, this man is not an interception guy, but all they want to talk about is the interceptions. I do not understand that, but we entertain this foolishness. You're right, Moncho. That's what make them hate. That's what I don't understand. So somebody lead me in the right direction. So some people say, oh, it's the criteria. The criteria is playoff success and winning Super Bowls and all of this stuff. Well, why do they try to hold all these other unproven people to a higher regard than Dak Prescott with no resume whatsoever? Let me know that. Trap. And I hope y'all don't think the hate was stopping. No, they sending shots from everywhere. It's still more hate. It's still more hate for Dak Prescott. We got this old goofball dude who shot himself, Cheddar Bob of the NFL. We got him talking about my quarterback. Man, I'm hyped today, man. Forget about all this. I want all war. There will be no peace this morning. It's already Monday. I'm up in arms today. This same dude, I'm up in arms. This dude right here that walked in the club and shot himself want to come up here and talk about my quarterback. I will not be accepting this form of currency. No.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
Mr. Plexico Burress of all people says that the Cowboys' Dak Prescott had hit his ceiling and does not think he'll win the Super Bowl. Who will even ask you anything, Plexico? Trap. Boy, mama named you Plexico, man. I ain't got time to be listening to you. What you talking about, man? You up here talking about my quarterback for no reason at all, bro. And you, of all people, you don't even know how to carry a firearm, sir. Trap. Man, that gets so much hate, bro. It's ridiculous, y'all. I don't think y'all understand, man. It be unwarranted, too. That's what's frustrating. Man, if I go over Dak accolades, man, y'all will start looking at him a whole different way. This comparison can go on and on. This Josh Allen and Dak Prescott, they act like it's so ridiculous, like it has no type of legitimacy. What's going on, man? Shout out to Macho Boomer with the $4.99, man. He said, drop your track one time for me. That's what make them hate. That's what make them hate. Hey. Yeah. Hey, it's finna be real quick. Just give him the hook.
I can't see a thing.
Cause I can't see a
money
thing,
in my
man.
face.
There's a lot of hate going on.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the same
That's what make them hate, man.
Ain't no looking back.
I don't understand.
Came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but just let them hate. Hey, that what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey.
Listen, Dak Prescott being America's quarterback, that's what make them hate. I don't understand what's going on. Trap. I don't understand what's going on, man. It's a lot of unwarranted hate going on for our Dallas Cowboys quarterback, man. And it's just coming from everywhere. It's shots coming from everywhere. And Dak ain't did nothing but be a baller. Now, we already seen that part. And then he doing stuff up here. Shout out to Martin Cowboys on Twitter. He got to deal with all of this foolishness. And we all know that this was his playbook right here. We knew that was the playbook. Trap. We already knew that this was the playbook. Shout out to Martin Talks Cowboys on Twitter, man. This was hilarious to me. This is Kellen Moore playbook that got leaked, and this is what that got to deal with. Gallup injured. Let's make him a run. Let's make him run a curl. I like my system so much. Just running Michael Gallup for no reason. Lamb, I know you're an alpha, all-pro wide receiver. I'll make you a Hall of Fame with a curl route. Good grief. See, don't worry. I got you. What he said, I got a play for you. No one ever seen it coming. He said no one ever seen it before. Yeah, he got all this foolishness stuff, got Zeke at center and stuff. Like, good grief, this was hilarious to me. Hilton, I know you're a burner vertically, but my system would do this. You need a curl route in my system. Noah Brown, my favorite wide receiver definition of the system players, run that curl route. Just all curls, man. He just curled every single time, man.
Trap.
All Dak been doing is sitting up here saying that he gonna show y'all that he's a king, bro. They always want to throw thrones at a king, man. That's what I say. That's what I understand.
Trap.
Carl Main said, bro, last week Colin Cowherd said CJ Stroud would be better than Dak Prescott. So why is Dak Prescott the bar? If he's so bad, why is he always the topic of discussion? Why is he always the bar?
Trap.
It makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. But we can get even deeper into some of these numbers, man, because the foolishness it just don't make no sense. Now, look at these franchise Cowboys records. Somebody help me out. Is the Cowboys a great franchise when it comes to quarterbacks? Let me know. I needed that Jay-Z drop today. Allow me to reintroduce myself because I don't understand what's going on today. Allow me to reintroduce y'all quarterback, Mr. Dak Prescott. Most completions in the game, 42 from December the 9th, 2018 against Philadelphia Eagles.
Trap.
Man, boy, Dak a demigod against the Eagles, and y'all sit up here and entertain that foolishness them boys be talking about. Most completions for a rookie, 311. Most completions game as a rookie, 32. Listen, most pass attempts as a rookie. All these rookie records. Most passing touchdowns in a season as a Cowboys quarterback.
Trap.
Man, I think we need to reintroduce our quarterback to some of these people because I don't think they understand. I know our quarterback history is way richer than the Buffalo Bills. I know that much. We don't got to debate about that. But all we hear is Dak is not this, Dak is not that. If Dak is so bad, tell me why is he the bar? I don't understand this. When has the bar been average? Why is all these people have to be compared to Dak Prescott? I just don't understand this, man. To me, that leans more towards him being polarizing and him.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
Look at here. This man said all kind of rookie records. Most pass yards per game in a season, 306. That's a franchise record. Look at this. Most completion percentage in a career, 66%. Listen, interception percentage, career minimum 16 starts, 2.0%. Interception percentage, rookie year, 0.9%. Most sacks taken, 56. That ain't good, you know. Most fourth quarter comebacks as a rookie, 5.
Trap.
Most comebacks for a rookie, more fourth quarter comebacks for a rookie, tied with Romo in 2012. Like, I don't think people understand the stuff that Dak has done as a Cowboys quarterback. All they talk about is foolishness. I don't understand. But yet Josh Allen is this wonderful superstar quarterback that has done nothing wrong, but he's also hasn't accomplished anything. He's done nothing as well.
Trap.
He's done nothing as well. So let's talk about some of these reasons, man, because I think sometimes we beat around the bush a little bit. Let's be honest. Sometimes, it could be a little racism involved. I'm not going to make that the number one thing. It is an undertone of racism going around as well now. Let's be real. I'm not going to say that's the reason that most people can't stand Dak, but it is a reason. Okay, let's list another reason. Maybe some people still butthurt about Tony Romo, him taking over for Romo. That's another reason. Another reason is him being the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. That's just going to give you default hate by default. You know what I'm saying?
Trap.
But what I don't understand, like, I know Tony Romo got his fair share of hate too, man. But the thing about it is, the difference between Romo and Dak, I told you, Romo had more of those oh my God moments. He had one of them oh my God moments. He did. He had one of them. He had a lot of those. Oh, I can't believe Romo did that moments. Like Dak ain't had those. Dak ain't had them moments where we had the game right there and then he just threw interceptions all day. That ain't what Dak been doing. I just showed you this man has never been an interception guy. But all of a sudden, he is the poster child of interceptions. I just don't get it. He don't have all those. Now, have he have some? Yes, he's had some. But have he had them on a regular basis, like in front of the world repeatedly? Like, bro, we know it was times that we just sat up and just, you could almost, I don't know if people remember Westbrook as a young player in basketball. To me, it was like, I used to just sit back and wait on Westbrook to make the turnover because you knew it was coming. You knew Westbrook was going to turn. Down the stretch, you'll see Westbrook running full speed and jump and has nowhere to throw the ball, and he'll just do a turnover. I used to just sit back and wait on it because I knew it was coming. That was almost the way that Romo was down the stretch of his career. But we don't look at it like that for Dak Prescott because he hasn't been this traditionally interception guy. This man was winning games at the end of the game. He was doing game-winning comebacks, but nobody gives Dak no credit. I don't understand that, man. And then, shout out to Darren Southern. He says, come on, Buffalo went to the Super Bowl 4 times and lost twice to us. Dak has damn good stats. It's not Dak in my opinion. I think it has to do with the play calling, injuries, and some other stuff. I think it's a lot depending upon this front office just being real. But look at this, though. For somebody who's super high on Josh Allen like he's just the second coming, and for a franchise who never won a Super Bowl, why isn't all the pressure on Josh Allen to win a Super Bowl? Why he don't get the pressure? Dak Prescott coming from a storied franchise like the Cowboys. We got 5 rings. And if they feel like Josh Allen is so great, shouldn't it be a huge heap of pressure on Josh Allen to win a Super Bowl for a team he never won a Super Bowl for, right? Look at LeBron James. When LeBron James went back to Cleveland, it was a whole lot of pressure on LeBron to bring a championship to Cleveland. You want to know why? Because he was regarded as a super great player, a GOAT, and nobody ever won a championship for them. And LeBron ended up doing it. That's why he considered one of the GOATs. But listen what I'm saying. The reason there was a whole lot of pressure on it because nobody ever done it before. So you mean to tell me nobody ever done it before, but at the same time, is no pressure on Josh Allen? They fine with just conference title appearances and second-round playoff losses. They good with that. But Dak Prescott, he got the John Wick going on, guns pointed to him in a circle because he ain't did it, and his franchise do it all the time. Like, I don't trap. When it seems like the franchise who never got a Super Bowl should be the one with all the pressure, like, make that make sense to me. But they don't put pressure on nobody else because nobody cares about these people, and we are America's team.
We are America's team.
That's why.
The most watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
Al Kareem Turner says, LandLord from Alabama, down the stretch of Romo career. Before he retired, he had the most game-winning drives in 2012. He made mistakes early in his career, but late, he was very clutch. Okay, I give you that. I'm a Romo guy, bro. I love Romo. You know, pause. But that's my guy, though. I'm looking at it like, you know, it was so many of them moments, though, bro. It was so many of them moments. I can't get mad at somebody if they just remember them and they highlight them. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that that's who Romo was. What I'm saying is I don't blame nobody for making that something like one of the cornerstones of what they remember from Romo because it happened very often. You know what I'm saying? He did crush our soul in some of these moments. We was like, Romo, oh no. Romo, oh no was a real thing. But I like Romo. I'm not sitting here to dog Romo, but what I'm saying is some of his moments, they stung a little worse. That's what it is. Dak ain't had as many of them stinging moments as Romo, but he received probably just as much hate. You know what I'm saying? He received probably just as much. I had a debate. I asked I think I asked Boss Cowboy. I was saying, what y'all think about that? Do y'all think who got the most hate between them two? You know what I'm saying? Because I can name a list of things that make people hate Dak Prescott because it's trendy. It seems cool. You know what I'm saying? You know it's cool to hate on the Cowboys quarterback. It's cool to hate on everything about the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? You got to be the cool kid to hate on the Cowboys. Like, you will have to be going against the grain to give the Cowboys any kind of credit or respect. Like, most people don't do that. If you want a trend, you just hate on the Cowboys. And that's what you see from Dak Prescott, man. One of the most hated players in football repeatedly every year. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. He said, funny thing is, everyone loved Dak when he came in. Peas, where you stay at? Cause me and Boss kind of had a debate about that. Cause you know Boss in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Boss is a hometown guy. He's in Dallas. And when I said that, he felt like that people was hating on Dak when he first came. So I don't know. I don't know, Peas. And maybe us, the people that's not in Dallas, maybe we receive that differently. Because when Dak first got here, it felt like everybody loved Dak. I don't know if it was just us. Trap. Oh, he said, see, you in Washington. But a lot of like that, like I said, Boss a Dallas native. He said in Dallas they was hating on Dak from day one. But it felt like to me from the outside, coming way from Alabama, you know what I'm saying? You already know.
If the South got something to say, that's all I got to say.
It felt like everybody already liked the Dak. I think it felt like once Dak got paid, that's when the narrative kind of shifted and everybody started hating on the young man. But I'm telling you right now, I know this ain't about Hurts. This is not a Hurts type conversation, but I'm ready to tell y'all right now. Jalen Hurts finna feel some of that pain too, because as soon as you get paid, that's when everybody start looking at you with the side eye. That's when it happens. That's when it happens. Toxic Tom says, sadly, this comes with the territory. We love to beat our chest, say we're America's team and all the past success. The truth is Dak is taking the heat for being the face of the team that hasn't won in 30 years. Yes, that's true. We understand that. I just want people to really understand that they self-toxic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand why. I'm listing the reasons why everybody hates on Dak. Dak is, what his name is? Dak is Chris Rock of the NFL. We know that. Shout out to Common Sense Lab with the $5 soup. I appreciate you, sir. He says, nice guys finish last is why they hate Dak. But the man plays with the world on his shoulders and went 8-4 with the defense knowing the scheme. He ain't lying, bro. Hey, he is not lying, bro. I just showed you Kellen Moore whole playbook, bro. I just showed you the whole playbook. Comebacks and curls. You know what I'm saying? And I made the video Kellen's last curl. On his last chance. This was his chance to get back at the big bad 49ers. He been waiting on this his whole life. He been planning on this the whole year. And when the most important part of the game came about, this man ran 4 curls, man. This man ran 4 curls, man. I don't think people understand that, bro. Listen. If you pay attention to film, because people think we just be up here talking and just saying stuff. Bro, once you take your time out your day and really watch the film, it's going to be hard for you to convince me something that I seen with my own eyes. Bro, ain't no way San Francisco linebackers that instinctive. Ain't no way. It's impossible. Every time Dak was about to throw the ball on a comeback or a curl, them boys were jumping the route every time. Every single time. Man, San Francisco linebackers was breaking on almost every single comeback route. But y'all think it's Dak. Don't that sound like somebody who know your system? How many other OCs got players calling out their system? Let me know that. How often is these normal players just calling out OCs for their system? Which one of them players from the Bucs it was, Devin White or Levante David? One of them was just calling out Kellen Moore scheme. Oh, we know they're not going to stick to the run. We know that. Stephon Gilmore said he knew that the Dallas Cowboys, whatever they did in the beginning of the game, they was going to come back to it. Once you hear all these people just convinced that they are sure of what our offensive scheme is, that should make you sad, sir. That should make you sad. It really should. Ain't no reason why our team got to put up with that. But at the same time, Dak Prescott had to withstand an OC like this and another OC like Jason Garrett. But it's all on Dak Prescott. We'll see what happens.
Trap.
They got me up in arms today, man. Okay, it was Devin White. Well, where are all these other players that's calling out these OCs like this? I ain't never seen it. It only happens with Kellen Moore. Like, everybody knows this man was not good at what he did as far as play calling and stuff. Like, we know he called good plays. We know he designed good plays, but it's the play calling that made him ineffective. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Common Sense Lab with another $5 super. I appreciate you, sir.
Trap.
He said no hater can give a reason to hate Dak. That wasn't said on mainstream media, and that's a fact. And that right there lets you know that they've been brainwashed, sir. They've been brainwashed. They've been absolutely brainwashed, man. And them the type of people who will hate this man out the building and then find out later how wrong they were. We got to be the ones to understand that that's not what we're going to do. We're going to understand that we got a good player. We got to understand real football, that it takes more than one man. Believe it or not, it takes more than one man. So it's not only on the quarterback, bro. It's not. You know what I'm saying? It takes more than a quarterback to be successful, and he don't get all the credit, and he shouldn't get all the blame. But Kellen Moore's scheme was for sure predictable, of course. Shout out to Cowboy Fangirl. I don't think I ever seen you, but welcome to the trap.
Trap.
Welcome to the trap. But his scheme was way too predictable, and he had a legit, what can I say? He had a legit beef with trying to run the football. So Dak Prescott gonna have a real run scheme this year, and he gonna have some decent, smart play calling. Mike McCarthy ain't got to reinvent the wheel, man. All he got to do is call normal, common sense plays when the situation calls for it. It don't have to take rocket science. We all, look, even if you want to hate on Dak, what DeQuinn said, you know, he's the prototypical Dak hater in the chat. What my guy DeQuinn said. What DeQuinn said. DeQuinn said, show yourself, sir. Show yourself. You understand? DeQuinn said, where you at? Because I want to ask you a question. Even if you want to hate on Dak, right? You can't tell me it went several times during the season. If you watched every game, you can't tell me it went several times during the season that Kellen Moore called some stuff that made you just straight up cuss your TV out. You can't tell me that. And what was frustrating about it, it was like we'll be on a successful drive. We'll be like 2nd and 2, and then Kellen Moore do a double reverse or something and have us behind the yards now. I don't understand that. So if you know that to be true, you can't say that it's all on Dak Prescott. What he said, Dak's fans give him all the credit. Y'all never say anything bad about him. That is incorrect, sir. You was present when I broke down all the interceptions. So you gonna sit up and lie on me? Are you talking about me, first of all? And then we'll discuss if you lying on me right here in front of us. And you was right here, you was a witness. We put the interceptions on him that he deserved. We did. Quarterbacks throw interceptions, bro. I'm not excluding Dak from blame or pressure. Dak needs some blame. It's certain stuff. He was overly aggressive at times. We know that. He was overly aggressive at times. But answer me this. Wouldn't you be overly aggressive if none of your receivers was getting open? Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you be a little overly aggressive if your receivers was one of the worst groups ever in separation? When you be a little aggressive? When you push the needle a little bit? Do you want your quarterback to try to make the play or not? Because that's the difference. Do you want him to make the play or not? Because if you want him to be conservative and throw the ball away every time, that's what you will get. Then you'll be mad at him. Then you'll be mad at him if he just throw the ball away every time. You know what I'm saying? Common Sense said, LandLord, did the Eagles win with Chip Kelly or Giants with Jason Garrett? Absolutely not. You didn't see them do anything. People got to realize the importance of coaching. The reason the OC gets a lot of the blame because the players are basically hopeless without OC, without a good OC. Like the OC telling them what to do. It don't matter what your capabilities is. The prime example is Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard couldn't do nothing because his OC wouldn't allow him to do nothing. His elder said 70 likes with 116 in the building, man. Don't make me cry, please. Please. We've been doing good, y'all. I appreciate all the love and support. The show is growing. The numbers are up. The likes are up. I really appreciate it. But please hit that like button, man. We trying to beat this algorithm like that. Y'all know I cry exactly like that. We don't want to see that, man. We don't want to see that. This is how I look. Y'all don't hit the like button, man. But y'all make sure y'all take care of me and hit that like button. Y'all been showing out lately, so I appreciate it. I appreciate it. He said, shout out to Kellen Moore in the building. Everybody, JC Cowboy Network in the building. Shout out to everybody. But, man, then you think about this. From day one, Dak Prescott was a good player. He done won you plenty games. When Dak been healthy, he's been a winner. And now people still want to hate on him. Like Josh Allen was terrible when he first started. Where Josh Allen rookie records at? Where Josh Allen rookie records at? Because I didn't register them. What happened to those? But all we see is hate for Dak every situation, every which way. And it's terrible, man. I don't understand what people get out of it. This man ain't did nothing to nobody. He is just trying to be where he can be in this franchise, man. That's all he doing. He's working with what he had. You mean to tell me Dak is a terrible guy, terrible quarterback, when this organization just took away his number 1 receiver and his number 3 receiver in the same year, and now it's his fault because he didn't get further. Make that make sense. And then they betted on CeeDee Lamb. It just happened to work. They betted on CeeDee Lamb. It just happened to work. But what if it didn't happen? So you made him have a new number 1 wide receiver. You did that. And not only that, you took away his 3rd wide receiver, and you try to replace a whole lot of production with what? With a rookie who had never did nothing. See, I don't understand what people want from this young man. I don't understand what people want from this man. But all they say, they take the low-hanging fruit and just say, it's all on Dak. This man get hate from everywhere, and it's just foolishness, man. I don't understand. There you go, Dak. I just don't understand. Tell them Common Sense. Mahomes, Hurts, Brady, Rodgers, all on the bench they rookie year, man. Quit playing with that. Quit playing with that. Shout out to you guys, the poor with the $9.99. I appreciate you, ma'am. She says, LandLord, please don't ugly cry. Hey, man. It's up, though. She said, please don't ugly cry. And I just saw you pin comment. I definitely want to support your efforts to go to training camp. Thanks for all you do for the trap. I appreciate you. Thanks. Trap. Yeah, like she said, y'all know I'm trying to get to the training camp, man. It's a month away, so if y'all want to help me out, I ain't asking for a sponsor. I'm just asking for the assist, man. I'm open. Throw me the oop. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But y'all know we're going to make it happen for y'all, man. We trying to get y'all out there to get some exclusive content. So, man, if y'all got anything to pitch in to help me out, man, I really appreciate it. And, I'm flying from Alabama to Cali, so, things will get a little expensive. But if y'all got anything to help a brother out, man, I really appreciate it, man. Shout out to all the people. Afro Sheen, that's a dope name. He said if Dak was a free agent, he'd get picked up with the quickness. I ask people this. Look at this. I say, if Dak was to get swapped with Jalen Hurts or with the 49ers team, would you want to play him? How confident would you be in playing that team? If San Francisco got Dak Prescott tomorrow, how confident would you be in playing that team? Let me know that. That's all I want to know. Even Mr. Eagle, Miss Eagle, Mr. Eagle, I don't know which one of y'all. I don't know. Oh, that came with peace. Trap. You know, don't judge a book by its cover. She said, first you need to stop and your Cowboy fans from hating him. Eagles fans love him. Keep working. But look, what's so crazy is it's sad, but she's kind of right, though. It's a lot of haters that's coming from the Cowboys camp. We hate on our own people for no reason. Like, it's crazy to me. And the most people that got something to say bad about Dak is like they putting all that, the success and the failure of the team on Dak Prescott, and that's not where it go. I know mainstream media wants you to believe that the quarterback is the end-all, be-all, but I'm sorry. I'm here to tell you it's just not true. Shout out to Chill Bill, man. Dope Meister in the building. He said Dak wouldn't be on the open market for a week. Straight up. But the Texans will be after that, boy. It'll be a lot of people. It'll be a lot of teams after Dak. It'll be a lot of teams. A lot of OCs would be looking like, hey, I can win with Dak. See, the difference is in Cowboy land, I told y'all, in Cowboy land, it seems like we look at our quarterback like, hey, go win for us. Other organizations like, hey, what do you need to win? It's a difference. Trap. It's a difference. Shout out to B-Bird with the $4.99, man. I appreciate you, sir. He said, against the 49ers, no other wide receiver besides CD caught a pass after the first quarter. The Joneses lost that game last offseason. Absolutely. Trap. I just told you, B-Bird, the matchup we lost against the 49ers was between Kellen Moore and D'Amico Ryans. The reason I say that, it is evident. When Kellen Moore had a way better wide receiving core in 2021 compared to 2022, the loss was still identical, B-Bird. It was identical. Trap. Y'all probably don't know. You know, I don't tell everything about myself, but I'm big on science. I'm kind of a science nerd, low-key. And in science, you have to take some of these variables away. When you want to do an experiment, you take a variable away. You look at it like this. Okay, if you take away some of this like superior wide receiver talent he had, how is the results the same thing? You know what the constant is? Kellen Moore. That's what it is. Trap. You know what the common denominator was? Kellen Moore. That's what it was. I told y'all the battle that we lost was against Kellen Moore and D'Amico Ryans. And it's evident when you had Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Cedric Wilson. We was loaded on the wide receiving core in 2021, and we still lost the same way. We didn't even make what? Somebody put the scores in the chat for me, because this finna be real apparent right here. Somebody put the scores in the chat. The last two scores that we lost to San Francisco. Please, help your boy out. Somebody put the last two scores. So you mean to tell me, and then first, this the experiment we finna do. First, I want you to rank the 2021 wide receiving core. Then I want you to rank the 2022 receiving core. Then after that, I want you to look at the scores and see what the difference was. It was absolutely no difference. We barely scored points, even though he had a way better receiving core in the year before. But y'all don't understand that that's a problem with your scheme. That's schematic. That's not your personnel on the team. That is the scheme that the coach is running. It's obvious. I don't see nobody put the score in there for me. Y'all gonna make me do it? Let me see. What the scores was, y'all. Somebody help me out with the scores, please. Keith Shepard with the $9.99. I appreciate you, sir. I really do. He said, "Landlord, I want to see you get to count, brother. I appreciate that." He said, this is the year we are taking it all. Our defense will win the Super Bowl for us. Dak will be hoisting up the Lombardi. Pray you make it to count. Hey, I appreciate that, sir. I'm on my way. I got you, bro. I really appreciate that, man, because, I'm trying to get up and go. I'm trying to be ambitious, trying to get it for y'all, man, and I really appreciate that. But D. Schiff says Dallas didn't have playmakers game 2 and didn't utilize playmakers game 1. Does that not sound like a philosophy, D. Schiff? Let me know if I'm on to something. Okay, the first one was 19-12. The second one was trap. Bro, listen to me, man. Listen to me, y'all. This is not me deflecting blame from Dak Prescott. Will we want Dak to play better in them games? Yes. But listen to this. You mean to tell me we couldn't even score 20 points on neither one of these years when we had way better talent in 2021 and we still couldn't score 20 points? Trap. Even though Michael Gallup was hurt, though, wasn't it? That first year, 2021, Michael Gallup was hurt, wasn't it? I think he got hurt, that first playoff game, right? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Michael Gallup got hurt the first playoff game, and then he went there for the 49ers. Which one was it? Or did he get hurt during the 49ers? I think Michael Gallup got hurt the first playoff game, and he went there the second one. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But my whole case is, even with way better talent, Kellen Moore still fell short and couldn't score over 20 points against the same team that he prepared for a whole year. Trap. He said, landlord, why was Kellen Moore named our OC to begin with? Help me understand. The easiest way for you to understand that, Toxic, is politics. It is what it is. We got to be real about this. It's straight up politics. And this is our front office, the Joneses, man. Let's just be real. The Joneses are pretty egotistical. I think they learning from it, but, they ego want them to show us that they was right. They was trying to make themselves right with Jason Garrett for 10 years, and it just didn't work. They was trying their best, though. They tried everything in their power to show y'all that they was right. And they just ended up falling short every single time. So this is basically a duplicate of the same thing you seen with Jason Garrett. They was trying to make themselves right with Kellen Moore. It could be nepotism too. But I don't see the nepotism because Kellen didn't have no ties to us at first, right? Unless somebody knows something I don't know. I don't know how I say that's nepotism. But I don't know if Kellen Moore got some ties to the Cowboys beforehand. Now, Jason Garrett was nepotism, though. Jason Garrett was Jason Garrett was definitely nepotism because he already had ties to the game. They wanted to elevate him. They wanted to be right. Hey, we so smart. We the smartest team in the room. We got the new hotshot OC. They wanted to make Jason Garrett the chosen golden boy. They wanted to do that. That's why they stuck with him for 10 years. I asked the question the other day, do y'all think Mike McCarthy would have kept his job if he would have started out with 8-8 3 years? Trap. Well, they would have kicked Mike McCarthy up out of the door and told him he trash. If Mike McCarthy would have got hired in 2020 and started out 8-8 3 years in a row, ain't no way he'll still have his job. We know that. They went into the Jason Garrett era with a plan to be patient. That lets you know that they trying to give him everything in their power to be right. They had intentions on proving that he was that guy. They went out of their way. They gave him everything that he needed to be the guy, and they ended up waiting 10 years to realize that he just wasn't the guy. Trap. Wasted all these great players' careers. DeMarcus almost didn't even get a championship messing with Jason Garrett. And, Romo was a great player to me, man. He couldn't get a ring because of they trying to be right with Jason Garrett. But, I hope it seems like they learn from the egotisticalness, if that's a word, from being egotistical. It seems like they learn from it now because it seems like they relinquishing a little power. It seems like they taking a back seat. What y'all think about that? I'm being optimistic because I think it feel like they taking a back seat now. They saying, hey, we tried it our way. We tried to be the smartest guys in the room. It hasn't worked. Jerry know that clock ticking. He's getting older. He's not getting younger. He want to see another one before it's all over. That's what I'm thinking.
Trap.
He want to see one more before it's all said and done. Shout out to It's Too Easy with the $4.99. He says, ask yourself, when has Jerry really bet with Dak instead of against him? Like with contract negotiations, coaching, play calling, etc. It's never been a time. Hey, it's too easy. I made that same argument. It's never been a time that the Cowboys just bet on Dak, just pushed all the chips in the middle of the table. Look, I'd say not even right now. The Joneses still ain't betting all in on Dak. I feel like now they just pushed like 40% of the chips in and kept the other 60. Like, they still ain't all in.
Trap.
But I'll take that, though. It's better than betting against them. They would have been the opposition the other time. They would have been the ops.
Hey, yo, pass me a lighter, I'm trying to smoke me up.
In the other time, they would have been the ops. So I'll take the fact that they at least betting 40% on Dak this year. You know what I'm saying? We didn't go out and just show out like the Eagles did and just get every single thing possible to make this team successful. They at least showed some aggressiveness and went and got somebody. Who remember my videos in the offseason when we first started? I said if the Dallas Cowboys don't be aggressive in the offseason, we was going to be perpetually mid. I said trap. But it looks like somebody heard me because they was aggressive. They went and got us a good weapon in Brandon Cooks. They went and got us a solid cornerback too in Stephon Gilmore. So the team, somebody seemed like they was listening. That's all I'm gonna say. Somebody was listening, not just to me, but to the whole space, because everybody understood that we needed some more help in some of these critical areas. If we was serious about trying to compete, this was the time. The time was now. Like, the NFC won't be this open ever again. You got one of the top quarterbacks in the NFC, regardless of how you want to say it. Mr. DeQuincy, no matter how you want to say it. We always going to be mid with Dak. What did Dak do to you, man? Let's talk about it, man. Cowboys counseling. What did he do? DeQuincy, what did Dak do to you? We just gonna tell the truth. Oh, yeah, we did. We found out the other day that you was butthurt about Tony Romo. That's what happened. I get it. Bro, I'm a Romo fan, but it ain't no reason for you to be hating on Dak still. How you doing, Miss Daisy Clark? How you doing? D. Schiff said Fournier isn't going to be that much worse than McGovern at left guard. You think that's going to be your starting left guard, D. Schiff? That what you think? You don't think, you saying, okay, you must be saying, like, still not going to be there. That what you saying? Like, you count still as on injury reserve or something, or, you know, not being healthy at the beginning of the year. So you sliding Fournier in there, you leaving Tyler Smith at left tackle, and Tyron Smith would be the right tackle. That's what you're saying, I believe. I like Waletzko too, though. Pizza Alfuego says guys were pretty vocal about them drafting your boy, but didn't happen. What he said? But that didn't happen, landlord. Who you talking about? Who my boy? Talking about who you talking about? Talking about Tank? You talking about Tank there? Cause that was my guy of the draft this past year. Who sucks, Danny? You got me. Danny. Hey, sometimes it just gets so nefarious. The nefariousness just get to an all-time peak level, and I just have to play some church music, man. Sometimes we just can't have it going too haywire in here. Miss Jackson said they are going to have to pay Dak. Still, his cap hit is going to be outrageous, so they need to think and get that contract done. You absolutely right, Miss Jackson, real talk. Like, they going to have to, and that's something else y'all going to have to need some counseling for. Y'all need some counseling for that, too, because Dak finna get signed once again. Y'all going to have to deal with it.
Trap.
Big Quincy, I asked you a question the other day. When Dak Prescott scored a touchdown, do you cheer? Answer that question for me. Do you cheer? Now, this is sad that we got. When Dak scored a touchdown, sir, do you cheer? I need to know that. That's a real question. P's Alfuego said, nah, landlord, I meant me. What you talking about? Oh, he said, he said when he was drafting you? I don't get it, man. I'm lost. He said, I'm lost. Roxanne Clark says, I think the front office got tired of us saying Dallas sucks. If the front office is involved, they can draft, but wasted talent until Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn. Bet you see a whole different team. I think so, too. I think, like I said, man, I really think Jerry realized that he don't have a whole lot of time left. And it's time to stop being egotistical and go ahead and try to win for real. Like, forget about who gets the credit. Because what Jerry don't understand is, to me, man, I think Jerry just hell-bent on doing it his way. And he like, bro, I want to win like this. But I think if Jerry just take a small step back, I believe he'll be able to win. And at the same time, what he failed to realize is he'll still get a tremendous amount of credit. He will.
Trap.
Man, if Jerry realized that, look, all you got to do is win. It don't matter who wins. You will get credit for even taking that step back. Cowboy Nation, we can go ahead and put this on the table. If Jerry do us this solid and just take a step back and we win a championship, we going to give Jerry a whole lot of credit. Let's just go and say it. We got you, Jerry. We got you, Jerry. If that's what you want, Jerry, we got you. We going to say Jerry Jones did this, Jerry Jones did that. We'll give you the credit. Because, look, we know you going to have to take that step back. And I credit you with that. I say, hey, Jerry stepped back and he gave the team to some people who knew what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? I'll take that step back. I feel like Big Mike maneuvered through this manure. You know what I'm saying? I like Big Mike. I'm telling you. I really think y'all sleep on how Mike McCarthy operate, man. I think Mike McCarthy was so cold that he got in here, solidified himself, showed his value, showed his worth, and then once he did that, he showed the Joneses like, look, we need this guy out of here, and they got it done. That's
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him, Jones, I'm him, Duncan.
Big Mike Soprano getting people whacked, man. That's my guy right there. It ain't easy to do that in Dallas. Do you? Man, look, I don't know if it was any other coach that could have did that. Came in here and got Kellen Moore whacked. No, that's a special dude right there. Danny said we suck drafting late rounds. Our UDFA produced more than the late round picks. You mean like the 6th and 7th round, Danny? Let me see. Because 5th rounds, what the 5th rounds do? Well, Damone Clark, no. When Damone Clark a 5th round, Deron Bland. Yeah, them two was 5th round picks, so it got to be 6th round. You talking about 6th and 7th round. Because Deron Bland was a 5th round pick. Donovan Wilson was a what? 5th, 6th round pick. All this off the top of my head, y'all, so let me know. When we drafted Donovan Wilson, what, 5th or 6th round? I think he was a 6th round pick. So, I mean, you're not going to hit on them late rounds like that, though, Danny. We know you the draft guru. Everybody can't be the draft guru like you, man.
Trap.
Danny, we can't hit on all of them, Danny. Now, if you want to be critical, how you going to be critical on them late picks? Like, on them late picks, you shouldn't even be looking forward to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, them late picks, like, normally you'll be not looking forward, but you'll be expecting them not to work out. So, I mean, if that's going to be one of the only critiques you're going to have on the drafting, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. DeQuincy, what you got to say now? He said if you got a good quarterback, you don't bet against that. Just let you know Dak ain't. To be real, I might have to throw you that bone right there. The reason I say I throw you a bone on that one, I don't agree, but I will say I don't think the Joneses was all the way sold on them at first. And I think now it seems like they just like, dang, we was wrong, and they don't want to show how wrong they was. I don't think they obviously was betting against them. So you right. You right on that one, DeQuincy. I'm logical, bro. It's not true, but that's the way the Joneses, I felt like the Joneses was looking at it, though. I give you that. Real talk. It was obvious that the Joneses wasn't believers. Like, they was even talking about taking Dak out when he won 11 games in a row. They was saying, hey, we might put Romo back in here. So, yeah, they didn't believe in him. They franchise tagged him. They did this, they did that. But what have Dak done out of all this adversity? With the weight of the world on his shoulders, this man played the best ball of his life. He did. Trap. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. With the weight of the world on his shoulders, he played the best ball of his life. Keith Shepard says, Mike McCarthy trying to lock down his Hall of Fame. First coach to have 2 Super Bowls with 2 different teams. Absolutely, he'll be the first one to ever do it. Andy Reid got to a Super Bowl in it, but he didn't win. So, hey, I believe Mike could be the first one to do it, bro. He could be the first one to do it. Belichick didn't do it. He was over there with the Browns. He was horrible. No other coach has ever done it. It's coaches that done got to the Super Bowl, but they ain't never won in 2 different places. Not one. So Mike McCarthy can break the mold, and he'll definitely be him if he do that.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
It wouldn't be no more questioning. It would be no more playing with Mr. Mike McCarthy when he pulled that off. Because, hey, you can't even say nothing about that after that. But I really do look forward to what we finna do this year, man. I think we got a great chance. I think we got a great team. Like I said, every team has flaws, but this team don't have many. So that right there will put us in the top upper echelon of the NFL. So that means you got a chance. Don't let nobody think that you crazy or you wrong for saying that the Cowboys got a shot at winning the Super Bowl, which they do. They are one of the better teams in the league, at least a top 5 team. Don't let nobody punk you out from being a real fan. I'm sorry. Trap. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Cowboys fangirl said people forgot Dak was a 4th round pick, 3rd string, and exceeded expectations. Yeah, look, the thing about it is Dak's so cold that they don't even think about nothing like that no more. They put Dak up with the 1st round picks. Think about this. Dak rookie year, they started comparing him with a 1st round quarterback. They was comparing him with Carson Wentz and Jared Goff. Them was 1st round quarterbacks. And what Dak did, he just slayed all them boys. And what they did, they stopped talking about him. Trap. When Dak overcame all of that, what they did, they just stopped talking about it. That the Carson Wentz and Dak debate just disappeared all of a sudden. Jared Goff being better than Dak, that just disappeared all of a sudden. People were saying all kind of stuff about Dak, and every time he overcome and show them that it ain't true, they just disappear in the shadows with no type of smoke. But you know, that's what we here for. We gonna give them the smoke over here. We gonna give them the smoke. Trap. We ain't letting them get away with murder because they deserve to get the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Dak Prescott ain't gonna say nothing. Who gonna do it? It gotta be done. Somebody gotta tell the truth on here. Joe Tranchina says, you really don't need a great quarterback to win a Super Bowl because we went to 3 straight NFC Championship games with Danny White. See, yeah, you got quarterbacks who, Nick Foles, dominated in the playoffs and won a Super Bowl. So, like, I don't understand how people just overvalue the quarterback like that and then still put all the responsibility on him. You got quarterbacks like Joe Flacco that dominated in the playoffs, and then in the regular season they was regular. Eli Manning was never a great quarterback, but he pulled it off in the playoffs in the Super Bowl. Like, it don't take this phenomenal player. I think the Cowboys I think us as a fan base and as an organization got to realize that it's not all on one man. I think where we've been dropping the ball at has been in the front office. I think when the time has come, it's been situations like we should have been more aggressive in free agency and we wasn't, or we supposed to make certain moves that we didn't make, and the front office wasn't willing to do it. Like Jerry got to really just put up or shut up. He said he'll do whatever for a Super Bowl. He got to go do it. It's time now. It's time.
Trap.
Mr. McDonald says we passed on players who are certified dogs in college for feel-good stories and projects. Joneses, think they are smarter than everyone else. They got draft hubris for sure. We got draft hubris for sure. Will McClay been so phenomenal in drafting, man. Like, it's hard to challenge what he's done. So he's going to be a little more cocky. Like, sometimes it don't work out, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes trying to be the smartest guy in the room don't work out for you. Look what happened to Nashawn Wright. Like, Nashawn Wright didn't, you know what I'm saying? He didn't work out to the degree that they thought he would. He didn't. But because in that year, everybody was like, who is Nashawn Wright? Who is that? Didn't nobody know who Nashawn Wright was at that moment. Everybody was like, who? And it's people that did draft research. Like, I remember watching that as a normal person before I was making content. I was watching other people's channels, like people that did 200, 300 player research, and everybody was like, who? And they picked the Nashawn Wright, and it didn't work out. But sometimes you going to do that, man. He can't be perfect, though. That's the only thing. You going to drop the ball on some of this stuff. Rice says, yeah, they always trying to compare Dak with Pat Mahomes when they are completely different quarterbacks. But if he wasn't good, why would they even try that? That's what I'm saying. If he wasn't good, why would you even attempt that? You know what I'm saying? Like, would you compare Michael Jordan to who? Shane Battier? Would you do that? Would you compare Michael Jordan to Shane Battier? I don't think you would. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if that, you know that he's a good player, he's just polarizing. He's a controversial player. That's why they like to bring his name up all the time, because you know why. You already know why.
We are America's team, the most watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tune in every Sunday.
Mr. Tyson says, LandLord from Alabama, if Jerry would do anything for a Super Bowl, he would have hired GM decades ago. Hey, man, chill out, man. Chill out. Tyson, you making me sad, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's too heavy for me, man. That's too much truth. You know you can't be speaking truth these days on the internet, man. Them people gonna come for you now. They gonna come for you. He says he would have hired a GM decades ago and got out the way. Same pretty old man, petty old man that does not give Jimmy his due. And I seen somebody at the end of my last screen yesterday. They was like, hey, LandLord, if luck involved in winning the Super Bowl, we need to put Jimmy in the Ring of Honor. Then that's true. Trap. I know there's some people out here think that's hogwash, saying that luck is involved to win a Super Bowl, but I'm here to tell you it is. It's true. You need a little, y'all laughing at the Shane Battier metaphor, man. Y'all know. Would you compare Shane Battier to Jordan? You know Shane Battier is an average player. Would you compare him to somebody who you consider the GOAT? No. So that means that Dak is at least good enough to be considered to be compared. You know? That means he's a good player. So a lot of people just say a lot of crazy stuff, man. That's what they do. And they want you to get up in arms. And look, they succeeded today. They made me choose violence today. They did. Trap. Y'all, I kind of feel bad now that I think about it. I let the haters win today, man. Good. I let the haters win today, didn't it? Dang, we let the haters win, y'all. Trap. Them some clever little devils, ain't it? They know how to get us, boy. They so clever. Battier and Jordan, too. Hold on. Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. Don't be doing my boy like that, nah. Good grief. Joe says the fact that Jones hasn't put Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor, and now we, the Jimmy Johnson jinx. That might be true. The reason I say you need luck, man, is because, like you said, referees are human beings too. Sometimes they make mistakes. Sometimes you need that mistake to go your way. You know what I'm saying? Trap. Sometimes you need that mistake to go your way. Sometimes you need the injuries to work on your side. Sometimes you need to be lucky enough to not suffer no major injuries. Like, sometimes you need to be lucky. You never know what happened. Like, I look at that 2020 year, we had the worst defense ever. So this gonna sound real outlandish and far-fetched. It is. I'm unprepared. But if you think about this, what if let's say that 2020 team, Dak never got hurt. Let's say that Dak stayed playing the whole time. In some kind of way, that defense just ended up being at least okay. It just got it together towards the end of the year and was okay. Because Dak was playing out of his mind. So let's say that defense got the bubble gum and popsicle sticks and built up a decent foundation of a defense down the stretch. And we ended up being, 8-8, 9-8, or something like that. Who's to say that we couldn't have went and won a Super Bowl then? We don't know. Trap. I know that sound crazy. I know it do. But do you remember all them Giants teams? Them boys was not good teams. Wasn't that one year that the Giants won the Super Bowl, we beat them 2 times. We swept them in the whole regular season. They was a normal football team. They got to the playoffs and caught fire. You don't know what can happen, man. All you need to be is competitive. You want your hat. You want your name in that hat when it's time to be in the playoffs. And nobody knows what can happen. Nobody. So that's why I say you need a little luck sometimes. We don't know what could have happened. We literally don't. We seen mediocre football teams go and win Super Bowls just because they caught fire. The Giants was a real mediocre team. They had an excellent, unstoppable defensive line, but that was a normal football team. That was a normal football team. If you know your football, you can remember back then that it was nothing spectacular about that Giants team. It was nothing. So you do need some luck, man. Them boys caught the Patriots lucky. You know, the Patriots had never lost a game, and some way this mediocre normal team just beat the great Patriot team. So you need a little luck, bro. Trap. Boy, I can't stand LeBron, but I'm a Spurs fan. What's wrong with you? Don't you ever disrespect me like that, boy. I almost blocked you for that. Now, look, you said all this other crazy stuff. You almost got blocked for that one, right? Trap. You good on all the other stuff, boy. You almost got blocked for that one. He said, you all right. You need some luck. So why make things harder on yourself than it needs to be, like rolling with Garrett and Moore? Exactly. You do need a little luck, man. You do. It's sad. I know don't nobody want to hear that. Nobody talks about the luck aspect to this, but it's difficult, man. It's a lot of different variations and a lot of different things that have to come together for you to be able to have a Super Bowl winning team. Like, it is. I know some of these other organizations make it look easy. You know, I don't know what they got going on. People like the Patriots, you know, we know what that was. They was cheating. They was absolutely cheating. Like, Trap. Them boys were literally cheating. So, you know what I'm saying? Them boys were literally cheating. Rosa Cart says, I'm a Spurs fan too. They got 6 championships. We got 5, but that's 6 coming. There's 6 on the way. 6 on the way, Miss Rose. The 6 on the way. Cole Jelly says, Mike McCarthy said defense wins championship, but your quarterback wins the Super Bowl. He talking about that particular game, and I agree. Like, you gonna need your quarterback to make a couple plays, you know, that normal quarterbacks might not be able to make. And I feel like I've seen Dak do that from time to time, game to game. Dak has done stuff like that and won games for us. So I feel like if you put him in the right situation, you give him the right weapons, it's possible. He can do it. We just got to keep getting him there. And look, who remembers I don't know, bro. Look, I ain't trying to act like I'm always right, and I'm finna get ready to wrap this up. But look, I ain't trying to act like I'm always right. But who remembers when I made the argument, the reason I feel like the Cowboys ain't had like top-level Super Bowl success in the playoffs is because I don't feel like we've been there consistently enough. Who remember I made that argument? This probably was like a month ago. I was like, man, the reason the Cowboys ain't made no success in the playoffs because we don't be there frequently enough. We need to be there year in and year out. Who remember I said that? And what's so peculiar, what's so strange about it, I said you need to stack those type of appearances back to back and give yourself a better shot. What's peculiar about it, Dak Prescott just came out recently and said the same thing.
Trap.
Dak literally just said the same thing. You got to build on that type of success to give yourself a better shot. I literally just said that about a month ago. I don't know if any of y'all that's in here was there, but I literally just said the same thing. I made the same case. You need to make sure you stack those opportunities on top of each other. The past 20 years, we've been real inconsistent in the playoffs. We have. We'll go there one year, then we out of there one year. 8-8 one year, we in the playoffs one year. We need to be in the playoffs for at least like a consistent 5 to 6 years. And more than likely, you'll raise your opportunity for that tide to shift in your favor. But you can't do it inconsistently like that. You need to have some sustained, consistent level of at least competitive football to give yourself a maximum shot. Look at all the times that Brady went to the Super Bowl. He won a lot of them, but he still went a whole lot of times too.
Trap.
So I just want people to see, man, you need to do that consistently. And this is the first time the Cowboys went to the playoffs back-to-back years, like since the 90s. So this right here should let you know, not back-to-back years, I don't think. Or was it the first time we won 12 games back-to-back since the 90s, I believe. But we need consistent playoff appearances. That's what's going to give your team the best chance to get to the Super Bowl. It's not just if you got a good quarterback. That's not the case. Look at how people give all the credit. The boy Justin Herbert, they act like he's the best thing since sliced bread, but he has done nothing. So I don't get it. They have a different criteria for each quarterback, but it seems like nothing is consistent. The goalpost is on wheels when it comes to our quarterback, Dak Prescott. It ain't nothing but hate, man.
Trap.
But man, I hope y'all enjoyed the show today, man. They had me on one. I'm probably gonna have a strange voice for the next week. Y'all know how that goes. I messed around and let the haters, get me upset this morning. I chose violence. So, it happens from time to time. We gonna keep on grinding out and keep on doing what we can do. But once again, before I go, man, make sure y'all support the content, support the channel, man. I got some big things planned ahead for y'all, man. I'm trying to get up and get out of my house, go fly across the country for y'all, giving y'all exclusive content, giving y'all everything I can that's in my, in my grasp. I'm trying everything possible. So if y'all want to support, want to help out, make sure y'all drop a cash app, drop a super chat, all that good stuff, man. It's all going towards my training camp fund, I guess you'll say. And, we'll be headed out next month. But I do appreciate all the love and support, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. And I appreciate y'all, man. I really do, man. The Cowboy fan base has embraced me to a level that I didn't really think it'll be possible this early. So I really do appreciate all the love and support that I do get. But you already know why people like the Quincy hate on his own team and all these other haters plot and scheme. You know why they do it, because we are what? The greatest. That's why, man. We already know that, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and share. Let's get it.
Yo.
Support.
Put my
Let's get it.
money
Shout out to everybody
in my hand.
Man. Let's
Yo.
go.
and this is greatness defined. Every line is divine, verses boggle your mind. And every song, man, I swear, just get better with time. No matter how much shade they throwing, I still manage to shine. I don't know why they so obsessed with mine, I'm all they think about. Go in their house, they probably got my pics in a shrine. Damn, I never let these play me, they see us ballin', now they wanna switch teams like KD. I know my time coming, I guess I'ma wait and see. I'm too cocky and confident that humble ain't for me, Lord. Help me with my egotistical ways, but I'm amazed how they display such miserable hate. I never paid attention to what most to say. Their words are unimportant like prepositional phrase. They wanna see me crash and burn in a ridiculous blaze, but yet I rise like the phoenix. Show these people I'm great enough. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. We'll take a seat, I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you'll need a plan B. Yeah, I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals, and dollars till you make it. Show 'em all you the greatest, I'm the great. Young poet got flow flowing, it's mind blowing. I'm flamboyant when brainstorming, that's fair warning. For my opponents that will be mourning before the morning. Every beat I eat and destroy, that's what the fans wanted. The hot topic, you try to copy, that's hard stopping. Yeah, I'm a giant when rhyming and y'all microscopic. I got them watching and they believe in me like a prophet. Cause the pics I'm cropping be masterpieces, they photoshopping. I'm from the bottom, assembled by the avenue. So I gotta pay homage to the hood to show my gratitude. And then my attitude is similar to an animal. These niggas ain't half as cool, I got different levels to tap into. I am the truth, these people know that I kill it. These are God level lyrics, I should be on Mount Olympus. My music therapeutic to the real spirit, like it came from ancient Kemet. Ain't nobody with me, I'm the great. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. We'll take a seat, I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you'll need a plan B. Yeah, I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals, let the doubters see you make it, and show 'em all you the greatest, I'm the greatest.
Not only am I the greatest, we are the greatest. You know they hate us because they ain't us. You know them haters want to try to suppress our success, but nevertheless, we pass every single test with flying colors like no other. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.